Your mama was a grifter, I knew her well. Your mama was a grifter, I knew her well.
Okay, how was the process of recording the debut album Tomorrowland Blues and getting ready for touring? I mean, some of you are based in California, some of you are based in New Orleans, is that right?
Yes,
and
New York. And New York.
The friendship, so how was it?
Well, yeah, we're a tri-coastal band at this point, so yeah, we had to all get together for recording. It was fantastic. So we went to Dave's amazing studio in the Joshua Tree, Rancho de la Luna, and he just made everything sound great, and we just had a big old party, basically. And we worked pretty fast, though, you know.
We did 5 songs in 3 days.
Yeah.
So you all composed them together, it wasn't ready and then just to record?
Dava and I wrote the music and most of the lyrics, so Vaughn wrote some lyrics. The three of us actually had the record, and we got Gene and Dave in the band since we recorded that record, but they've been with us for a year now, playing shows, and so that's been a whole nother process, just getting together to rehearse and play gigs.
It was the most fun album to record ever at my place.
Aww.
It was
Cheers
like
to that.
living at a 6-star restaurant. it was incredible. Her husband and actually all the husbands were cooking for us the whole time. It was, they were flying in lobsters and. I guess maybe we shouldn't even talk about how awesome it was. People are gonna go like, those fuckers.
Wasn't pasta.
It's actually criminal how much fun and how much good food we ate.
And we also did our video out in the desert.
Yeah, so very nice.
Yeah, it's awesome out there.
But you're vegetarian, Janie, isn't you?
No, I eat the animals sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the ones that deserve it.
Well, you mentioned the video. Tell us how was the experience of making a film version of the classic Faster Pussycat Kill Kill in the video for Your Mama Was a Grifter, and how did you come up with the idea, or it was the guys that made the video, or
it was me, Vaughn, and Dava were
they came up
sitting
with
around
the treatment on
drinking one night and came up with pretty like the whole thing pretty much.
We love anything that's like a trinity of women, you know, like the the Witches of Eastwick, you know, or that's a perfect movie that has these 3 women, you know, and these.
Like our record cover is a takeoff on Valley of the Dolls. You know, like there's so many like things, you know, throughout history there are 3 women. You know, we'll do the 3 witches.
That video was really fun to make though, but we just stopped playing. Like we did a lot of like playing, and then woke up 7 a.m., put lashes on, like, I mean, nobody looks good at 7 a.m., like, nobody, you know, and we're, like, loading makeup on, and running out in the desert, and running around like crazy people.
100 degrees in the desert, right around with all this makeup and wigs on.
And that was after playing kind of a lot of shows, like, pretty quickly, you know, so.
We had the director was great, his name is Art Haney. He's just, like, super cool and very tolerant. And really fun to work with.
Super talented, works.
Yeah, amazing.
I liked their page, and I was checking the process because after the video was done, he was selling a few things about how was making the video and stuff as well.
Oh, cool.
But I was intrigued to see if it was your idea about the whole story, or if it was his idea.
No, we actually wrote out the whole treatment for it. He storyboarded it out exactly the way we wrote it. It was amazing. And it's not just Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. If you notice, Gene was kind of like the preacher from Night of the Hunter. You know that movie, right?
Mitchum movie.
Yeah, Mitchum.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he had the love-hate on the knuckles, and Gene has Star Dagger on his knuckles. But the rest of us were kind of Faster Pussycat Kill Kill characters.
My favorite part is always where Dava takes her bra off and she throws it and it hits Gene in the face, you know? That's one of my... Gene was actually the best actor that we were like, Gene, you can actually act.
He's a man of many talents.
One more skill, huh?
That bra, we had a prop list and we got everything but the bra. And where were we
We were on tour with them. We were on tour with Down. And like we had to fly to
and we're like, shit,
West Coast to do the bra. Yeah, we had to fly to West Coast right after the Down tour. We had to fly to West Coast to do the video. Like we have not found the big ass black bra yet. We want a huge black bra, just like cartoonish. And then we go and we check into this really funky like biker hotel in Florida because Florida's got tons of bikers. So we're in this funky hotel called the Paradise Inn in Pensacola, Florida, and we love it. And Marcy gets in her room. She goes, "Look what I found!"
Somebody left it.
So actually found it.
Clean room, big.
I was so excited.
Big old Mama Jamma, like the biggest bra you've ever seen.
At least you have it.
It smelled like somebody's perfume still,
We had
like.
a boil
Did you keep it?
Gee, don't worry. We washed it.
Before you threw it in his
You didn't
face.
keep it?
No, I don't know. What do we do with that?
I always change the bras out that I keep. After a year or so, it's like,
It might be at my house somewhere.
Well, my favorite part.
One day you're gonna be walking around the desert and I know that bra.
some
I saw that bra
archaeologist.
once.
Archaeologists, yeah.
There's another great moment in the video that's kind of bra related too. That's my favorite moment, which is the Batman-esque titty blowout. Do you remember that?
With Dava's
Titty
The
blowout.
bird spins, titty
Oh, yeah,
blowout. Yeah.
Would you like to tell the story of how that
How it happened, or why, or you mean like it's a long story? Oh wait,
titty
yes.
blowouts just happened, and guys were like,
Oh.
"What do you mean titty blowout?" That was the one thing that Art kept on saying. What do you mean? I don't get this. What is this titty blowout? And any woman with big boobs, not me, but some women with big boobs, like they'll just be doing something and all of a sudden,
It might pop out.
So yeah, that's a titty blowout.
And it happened our first recording out in the desert. She was in a swimming pool with Joshua Tree.
and nobody told me, so I'm like a huge tit is hanging out.
That's me.
All the husbands, and nobody says a
My husband was
word.
like,
The men won't say anything.
So
Of course they won't.
They're like,
when we recorded the first five songs, it wasn't at Rancho, it was at this place, Sixfold Studios, and they go, "What's the name of the band?" I said, "We don't really have a name yet." So he decided, Ethan Allen, who's our engineer, just named the band Titty Blowout.
but secretly, like he encoded it so
Yeah,
like,
he didn't tell, so it came up on the iTunes, like
On
the
iTunes.
database.
Really?
Yeah.
we didn't know. We were giving it out to people, to friends, and they're like,
"Love the band
Titty
name."
blowout, awesome.
We
We're like, what?
uploaded it to Facebook. So we uploaded some songs to Facebook, and you got a call, I think, from Rio saying, "Titty Blowout, nice name."
Nice.
Oh my God, and when did actually you change the name? I mean,
That was
the
not.
name.
Oh, we put it
Sometime after that got uploaded to
Yeah, too late. Yeah.
Cute.
It is a good name, though. I have to say.
No, it's not.
Maybe for a B-side.
Double
Okay.
B.
Double.
So, talking about the album, it was a long process until they scheduled the album release. The fans are eager, as you probably.
Yeah.
And how you define this album?
How do you
Define the
define
album.
it? Oh, it's a lot of people keep saying that we sound like something that they haven't heard before. So I'm not sure how to define it. We're not trying to be anything, but we all have heavy influences and somewhat psychedelic influences, and I don't know. It's
It's melodic, but it's hard. Both sides.
We're kind of blues-based anyway, and a lot of our influences, I think that comes out a lot.
I mean, my favorite bands when I'm writing riffs, I think a lot of, always Sabbath, but MC5, Blue Cheer, and that's, those are the things that really influence me when I'm riffing, and I don't know, I mean, it's,
We're
yeah.
all different.
What bands are you lately listening to? Is there anything
We were just
new
talking
or
about this.
Newer
actually,
bands or older bands?
whatever? What
I
has
think
have
Black
influenced
Angels-
while you were making the album, or
I love-
how you want your band to sound?
Well, I mean, there's bands I love, but I don't necessarily want us to sound like anybody else. But the old school influences, of course, Led Zeppelin, Sabbath. I really love like Bad Company, Allman Brothers, and then I like a lot of the doom metal coming out of like Earthride. I love, and Gates of Slumbers is like another real favorite band of mine. And those kind of
Graveyard.
guys, yeah, Graveyard. I
Graveyard.
love,
Yeah. I think Gina and I like psychedelic a little bit more than
Me
the rest
too.
of you guys. And you too, yeah. I love Hawkwind and anything that's super trippy, but I also love Black Angels, we were talking about, as a new band. They're really fun.
Yeah, one of the few new things I've listened to that I've liked recently is Ghost. I mean,
Oh, I like those too.
yeah, but
Atmosphere, shall we say.
mostly I listen to Sabbath.
You're excited for the new album?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like really divided. Some people say, "Oh, it's gonna be boring." Some people, "Oh, it's gonna be really cool." So I keep reading so many stuff. I say, "Oh my God, are you a fan or you're not?" I mean, it's been a long time. You have to be excited. At least
We're winning them over town by town by town by town. But a lot of times with Sean, with Dave in the band, with Dov, Gene, everybody, I mean, you know, for me, I'm a wild card, but they do have these expectations. And obviously when they look at Sean, they think, we want it to be really heavy, we want it to be, you know, and they want it to be really metal with you. You guys, they want it to be like Queens. It's not going to be like any of it. You know, it's just not.
It's like,
we're our own thing, so.
This is such a bizarre lineup that we don't even understand it. It's like you threw a couple of band names into a hat and shook it up and went, all right, you got Queens, Eagles.
So it has
So
its own
Cycles
sound.
from Hell and this girl, you know?
Okay, and yeah, your live concerts have been receiving critical acclaim, both media and public. Is there any chance of you guys going to Brazil at some point? Because I know you were really through about it.
Love to. I mean, we actually we've got some booking agents that have a few connections in South America, and we would love to get down to Brazil.
Sao Paulo,
Nothing would be better. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
So it's already being
We would
approached.
love, yeah.
I mean, that's a great market for rock and roll still, you know? I mean, you know.
It's so nice to go. It's so nice to go to places where people still like rock and
Yeah,
roll
the
and
fans
heavy
are really
music.
committed and they
Yeah.
really know.
They insane, especially in Chile and Argentina. They insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean honeymooned in Argentina.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been to Argentina, and I used to live south of Brazil.
I have never been
Like,
either. Yeah.
12 hours by car or 2 hours by plane. I've never been there.
Never went.
Well, as long as you two gals go with us as our liaison,
Yeah.
then we'll
Make
go.
it happen.
We definitely need someone to speak Portuguese. We need
Yeah, Spanish as
Well, I don't
well.
speak Spanish, do
Spanish.
you?
We might need some
Portuguese and
help.
Spanish,
Oh,
yeah.
that's all we need. Perfect.
So we know Genie's memories about Brazil because we did a previous interview with him. And well, you've been to Brazil. You've been to Brazil. Did you girls? You never been to Brazil?
Never. I have friends that live there too.
Yeah.
Very good friends, and I've always, you know,
Yeah.
Alton and Andre and.
I'd like to know a bit about your memories, Dave and Sean, about Brazil. What do you remember? What are you looking forward to it? Or
I mean, God, for us, we did the crazy Hollywood Rock Festival. I don't know if you know, but it was
I was there.
insane. Like Page Plant, Smashing Pumpkins, us. Like it was just huge, and I, you know, got to hang out with Robert Plant, you know, like in the bar in the hotel, just crazy stuff. I mean, it was really fun, and playing in front of that many people. I was told there was 300,000 people. I
didn't count them.
Yeah, it was hard to count. It was. I mean, it was just amazing, and the people were amazing. Actually, one of the craziest experiences I had was we played the one in Sao Paulo first, and then we flew to Rio. And on that flight, stewardess came up and asked me my name and asked me to get out of my seat, and I thought I was in trouble. And I was like, I don't really ever. I didn't have any drugs on me or anything like that. I'm like, what am I in trouble for, you know? And I was freaking out, and she led me to the front of the plane, and then she opens the door to the cockpit. The two pilots are like these young, good-looking like guys, like they look like they're both like 20, and they're huge White Zombie fans, and they get me to sit right in between them for the rest of the flight. We flew in. I totally flew
Sean said it was terrifying.
To the third man and the
flew in like over the Jesus statue and everything. It was crazy. I was like, oh my god.
Awesome.
That is crazy.
I was like sweating bullets, you know. I thought I was in trouble, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the royal seat now.
That's cool.
It was amazing. I mean, Brazil, everything about it. I love the culture. I love the people. I love the drinks, the food. Like, it's so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the food. It's good.
Yeah. I had the best time ever there too. Like I was supposed to stay with Brian, but my finances didn't quite allow me to stay down there. But he ended up changing his flight 3 times because he was just like, I'm not leaving here. And everyone was so cool. The show was great. Jesse broke my guitar on stage.
Oh, thanks, Jesse.
I remember that. I have pictures of it.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he grabbed my guitar and he just smashed it, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, I don't know, I just got so worked up. Like, you've got a guitar too. You could have
broken yours.
Wow.
But everybody was so nice to us, and it was such an awesome time to be down there too. The show was really, really fun.
Was this the Eagles in Sao Paulo you're talking about?
Yeah.
How about you, Gene?
Well, I was in Sao Paulo with the Eagles,
Yeah.
and I was in Rio with the Queens, and I mean, I kind of talked about it in the last
the last little thing I wrote about, I mean, there was so many high points, you know. Meeting Jimmy Page was a big one backstage.
No way! That's crazy.
She's jealous.
Yeah, I know. It was like some Led Zeppelin connection with Rio. I don't
Very
know,
cool.
which was amazing. But
Crazy.
so that was exciting, and going to the samba school was really amazing.
Yeah.
Went to samba school?
Yeah, they gave us a tour to the samba school in Rio, outside of a favela there, and it was just really great, man. There was probably 300 people marching and families dancing, and everyone was doing stuff, and they gave me drums to play.
Wow, that's so cool.
It was really exciting.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you blending really well.
Drummer's fantasy, you know. To have like all these people.
People encouraging you to play?
Yeah, people like giving me drums and sticks. I'm like, really? Okay, because.
Play as loud as you want. Just go for it. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's great.
But
Have
just
you been?
No, but funnily enough, my Sylvain from the New York Dolls used my last band was called She Wolves, and he used us as a pickup band for some touring. But we also recorded Sheena is a Punk Rocker by the Ramones for a Ramones compilation, double CD, that did very well down there. It was an independent release, but I heard it was on the radio.
It's cool.
Never made it down there though.
yeah. Ramones played like 3 or 4 times in Brazil. I've been to
I saw
3
the, I saw
or
the DVD, man.
That's Ramones Mania down there. I love it.
they are there all the time.
I'm dying to go.
The second
Aw, that they're beloved. That's so nice.
just finally, do you have more records than friends?
More what?
Records than friends?
Do we have more records? Like the website.
I have to say it's pretty even for me. If you count my husband's collection, then no, more records.
Okay.
Even for me, I think.
The record collection blows the friend collection.
got-
friends, lots of records.
I've got millions of friends, but I have a
Gazillions.
million albums. I got more friends.
More friends.
Dave has more friends than anyone I've ever met in my entire life, though. It's disgusting.
Yeah, we go.
I mean,
into-
Most of his friends are on the records that he owns.
That's good. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And well,
Bring us down there. Come on.
yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
You can do
If you
it.
want to say anything to Brazilian fans,
We love
We love you.
Obrigado.
We're coming.
Obrigado.
Soon.
Cheers. Salute. What do you guys say down there? Salute?
saúde.
Saúde.
For Tintin.
Tintin.
That's easier.